and welcome to another episode of C24/7. Piracy and armed robbery is the foremost threat facing the international shipping community today. Same was discussed at length at the Asia Pacific Manning and Training Conference organized by Informa Events recently in Manila. Sailor Today was also present to witness the 400-odd people coming together in one voice, pledging to fight the menace.
When Captain Calixto boarded the plane from Manila to join his ship, little did he know what was in store for him until 6 hours of chase and 500 bullets were fired on his ship before the pirates boarded using barbed wires as ladder.
We spoke to Captain Calixto Canite from Philippines and his wife, who was in captivity with 23 other Filipino crew for almost 5 months in Somalian waters. The trauma and the ordeal they went through. Let's take a look.
Good Practice Guide for Shipping Companies and Manning Agents for Humanitarian Support of Seafarers and Their Families was launched during Asia Pacific Manning and Training Conference in Manila recently. Captain the hijacked ship was also present there. Sailor Today spoke to this extraordinary mariner and this what he had to say.
During the attack, I was in contact with the UK NTO. And even my company was in the office every day. All of them making contact also with the UK NTO.
But did aid with Indian Navy, which is supposed to be patrolling that area, which is what they claim that they are patrolling that area?
Well, for that, it was the company's what do you call this? It's the company's option, or because my procedures, which was given by the UK MTO and the ship owner, was to contact UK MTO, and the UK MTO will contact.
You had the authority or the instructions only to contact UK MTO,
And they will do the rest.
And they will do the rest.
Yes.
They will do the rest. So did they manage to contact Indian Navy or any other Navy which was around to help you out, or any other vessel close by?
I hope, because when I asked them is there any support or rescue that are going to help me, they said we will try and we are in contact with them, Captain.
But so, nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
But for 5 months, 5 months, nothing happened.
For the 5 months, that 5 months was we were in the garage anchorage. There are navies around.
Which navies were around?
The NATO. As I can see,
not NATO navies were around.
Yeah, the day that my wife's going to give birth to her son. So,
during the conversation, when you were talking to them, you told them?
Yeah. I told them I feel really upset because today I'm supposed to be at home to assist my wife in delivering my son. And they want to know if I'm telling the truth or not. So after 3 hours of conversation. They called my wife. I think it was very early in the morning in the Philippines. With our baby boy, and they learned that I'm telling the truth. But it gave more pressure to my wife.
And they spoke to your wife at that time?
Yeah.
And said what?
And said that, I just want to know if your husband is telling the truth. But to tell you, your husband is in very bad condition. He's very sick. He's very weak. Which put more pressure to my wife.
And for her to go and talk to the company to pay ransom.
Yes.
Ultimately, it was for ransom.
Yeah. Ultimately, this is their goal. But my wife told them that how could I go there and go to the company? I'm still on the hospital. I just delivered a baby an hour ago. There's nothing I can do right now. Just to ask, to beg you to take care of my husband. That's what my wife told them.
So her words were, I beg you, please let him go.
Yes, yes. Okay.
And what was their reaction to
No,
that?
I heard that when I came home, my wife told me that stories, and they just put the phone down. Don't want to hear the begging of my wife.
How did they look? Were they Somalians or you think they were Ethiopians? So it's a mix of Ethiopians and
It's a
Somalians?
mix of Ethiopian and Somalian, and some of them were living in Kenya. That's where they are living. They had studied in Kenya. They are Somalian but living in Kenya. But when they learned this kind of business, that's what they're claiming. They come back to Somalia.
So did they ever talk to you as a friend? Or what was happening? 24 hours a day. In one day you have 24 hours. What was the kind of interaction? How much interaction? Would they go off, leave you alone, or would they come and talk to you?
No, they avoid talking to us, making conversation. They just talk to us if they need something, especially me. It's every time they want me to give some medicine to cure what their illness have, and to give some, what they want. They want some clothes or whatever they want. Mostly our medical attention. They want medical attention.
They needed medical attention. So they had on their own they had no medical attention.
No, that's why they are using our medicines on board.
They were using all your medicines
Yeah,
on
and
board.
my little knowledge in medical, giving them a shot of.
So that could be one
antibiotics.
reason not killing the captain, because the captain is the only person
Yes,
who is
yes,
also a doctor on board,
yes.
supposed
That's
to
why
be.
they call me Doctor Captain, because
Months.
those person or those pirates that had captured us, which are about eight pirates.
8 pirates.
When we arrived in Grad,
Then 30 people came.
30 people came and they leave the vessel, and just one
These
time.
8 people leave the vessel.
Yes.
Oh, so
And
another people took over the vessel.
yes, but they said they are the managers. They just come back, see what's going on. Is there going on with the negotiation? And then if no information, they go back and ask some of the guards on board, the pirates on board, that if there is already a solution to the negotiation. Every day they used to bring uh, food for the pirates. Some this is what they call what's a substance, cat, or somebody they are claiming this is drugs that they used to chew every day.
Chew.
Yeah, chew.
Okay,
This
those
is
were
cat.
drugs. What is it called?
They are calling this thing as cat. This is like a plant.
Plant. Okay.
They used to chew the leaf in the stem.
Something like tobacco? Or no?
No, different one. This is a fresh plant that they used to chew. They said that they keep them alert, they keep them awake if they used to chew this plant. So every day, it was being delivered to the ship every day in the afternoon.
So all the 24 crew were male crew. You had no female crew.
No,
No,
we
no
are all
female.
male crew.
We also had a chance to meet Cindy Kanite, wife of the captain of the ill-fated ship, who held the helm ashore, consoling and helping wives of other Filipino crew members in Manila. She was 5 months pregnant when she went through this. This is what she had to say.
I come home alive after this because I don't know during that ordeal during that ordeal, during that when he was there in Somalia, and what's life he has there in Somalia. Are they eating? What kind of food? Is he suffering? His crew, not only he, but the whole 24 Filipino crew. What 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 kind of life they have been through there in Somalia, and how long will the negotiation runs? Is there negotiation? How long this will end? Those are the things that had led me to have this fear when he was there.
Did you manage to contact other wives of the
Um,
whole crew
I
that was?
yes, I have a number of um, his chief, the wife of his chief mate.
Chief mate, okay.
Yes, and the wife. He has the number of those crew, the families of the crew. And every time the families of the crew ask him the number of the captain's wife, she will ask first for my permission, yes, and then I tell her yes, you could give them. Then they will text me. And what I did was, because that time I was on my bed, I cannot do something about it. I have this placenta previa, I have this bleeding, so I asked, what will I do? I don't have to just sit here and do something and do nothing. So I have this text because they know that I still have a contact with the captain. So every time they ask, ma'am, what's their status? Are they okay? I text them. I let them know that they are okay. Just be patient. Let's just pray for them, so that I know that this ordeal will be finished. That the negotiation will end soon.
So, in other words, ashore, you were the captain of all the wives.
That came out
That
as a
thing
job.
as a job
Yes,
that
yes. You
you have to
see,
coordinate.
yes. Even though because we were here in Manila, we were just only four families here. I think it's four. Then the other, they are living in the provinces. So it's really hard for them to go here in the company and ask the status of the ship. What is happening? So I think what came out was my job to us to be to let them know that the crew and the captain and the crew are okay, and that became my job, to encourage them to trust the company, that the company is negotiating, that that we have to wait. And I guess two young kids, one 7 and one 12, and then I have this baby in my womb, and it's really hard to wait. It's hard to wait, and every time I sometimes I got so disappointed, but I have to help myself. I have to be stronger in the face of my kids. And if I will be affected too much, I will lose two people in my life. Maybe the captain and maybe the baby in my womb. So what made me decide is to accept the what happened positively, even though inside I am really I am a lot of fear. If I will a lot of fear, a lot of problems came. My kids are asking, Mama, when will Daddy come home? And it's hard. It's really very hard. That's why when they were released for almost 5 months, although cause landed me on the hospital because I bled, because I worried too much, and then from that day, I decided to wait and wait and wait and be positively hopeful that they will come home soon.
Here is a message from Captain Callisto himself for his fellow seafarers.
I could say to my fellow seafarers that I'm very much secured, and if I will go back to sea again and sail in the Indian Ocean, which I can recommend also the other captains, you will be more secured, feel secured if you will pass in the Indian Ocean if you had armed security personnel.
Some security.
Yeah, at the moment, this will feel secured for all the captains that are passing and on that Indian Ocean.
And by any chance, would you go back to sea again?
Yes, for sure.
After showing us?
I want to have a moment with my family right now, and hopefully I will be back at sea by next year.
Like a true seafarer who has sea in his blood, Captain Callisto will sail again. Do send us your feedback about piracy on editorial@sailortoday.net. This is Manashri, your host and host on C24/7.